Previously, on the road to Proper PVM, our World Guardian set out to conquer multiple bosses, only to realize that partway through, his curses were improperly selected. Shortly afterward, Zerkax embarked on a new treacherous journey to finally overcome the first necromancer. After success had been achieved, he looked towards his new goal of defeating the Arch-Glacor. Will his next achievement be as easily feasible, or will there be struggle ahead? Find out now.
Welcome back to yet another episode of the Road to Proper PVM. We've got quite a bit to go over today, so let's go ahead and catch you guys up to speed from what has happened last week. As everybody knows, you don't really take breaks from Runescape. And because you don't really take breaks from Runescape, I figured that it's good to go back to a boss that I originally came back to kind of learn how the evolution of combat really works when I was originally streaming back to get 99 in all of my skills. And as everybody knows, probably the best boss for either new players or people returning to the game with little experience with evolution of combat is going to be Arch-Glacor. Now don't get me wrong, Arch-Glacor can be difficult, especially at higher end rages above 2000. But me, I've only done Arch-Glacor up to about 270%. And because of that, it kind of got me thinking that I need to go ahead and push myself and work towards those higher end rage Glacor kills, especially because Zamorak is going to become more prevalent to me, as well as Sanctum of Rebirth. We here have gotten pretty comfortable when it comes to both Raziel, Solak, Raksha, and other bosses similar in kind. And I'm not saying that those bosses aren't necessarily a challenge, but I really want to push myself to something towards the extreme. So today, going forward, we're going to be looking at doing Arch-Glacor up to 1000% starting this week. Hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of what we're trying to push for and an idea of where we're going towards. So I think the best thing to start with this video is to kind of go over the gear set that I'm using and what inventory usage I'm kind of really using. Since Glacor is kind of a simple boss in theory, I'm not going to be running too much different from what I was running when I was killing Raziel just a few videos ago. That being said, there are some slight changes, so I figure we might go over it. So let's start off with our inventory. Our inventory still consists of an overload and an adrenaline pot. Pretty simple. Moving forward, we have 3 super restores. That's pretty basic. And I'm also running 3 Guthix rests as well. These are going to become vital whenever I'm double using food with the blue blubbers that are also in my inventory. Underneath the Guthix brews, I'm running expensive spices. They just add a little bit of pep in my step whenever it comes to actually eating the food. Up next, I have a power burst of vitality. Nothing too crazy, just in case I mess up, which more than likely is going to happen, but I'm also probably going to forget to use it. After which we have an Elven Ritual Shard comboed with a Augmented Excalibur. This is essentially just like any other PVM setup, just to give me that extra boost in prayer and health. Next, we have our Vuln Bombs. Pretty self-explanatory, more damage equal more power, and more power equal more fun. Next to the Vuln Bombs, we actually have our Summoning Renewal. Summoning Renewals are very handy, especially whenever you're going to be using more than likely a Ripper Demon, or depending on your build, something else. And finally, we have our 3 Rune Pouches. I don't really need them, but they're there just to make me smile. Now to the gear, I'm using something pretty similar to what I used at Raziel, minus one thing. So we are using a full set of the first Necromancer robes. The perks are still the same from what I used on Raziel. The reason why is because I do not have the money to drop on another robe bottom, so I'm not going to go and invest into Biting 4 until I actually have plenty of cash sitting around. So if we actually look at our robe tops, we're running something like Relentless 5, Crackling 4, and Enhanced Devoted 4. And on our robe bottoms, we're running Invigorating 4, Undead Slayer, Devoted 4, and Impatient 4. Again, Undead Slayer is going to be for something that is undead, but I don't have the cash to be able to shell out for a new set of gear. Moving to our weapons, book, and our pocket slot. Our book, we're still running a Scripture full. It's pretty much best in slot damage from what I can tell whenever I'm using Equilibrium Aura. Our Soulbound Lantern is perked with Precise 6 Aftershock 1. Our Omniguard is perked with Aftershock 4 Eruptive 2, and our Death Ward Nexus. I don't have the upgraded Nexus, but if you definitely have the time, I'd recommend going and doing it. I just can't be asked to do Vorkath because I absolutely hate that boss. Then moving to our last slots, we have our Zuck cape, which is basically best in slot. I just don't have the hybrid cape. I did, however, get the melee cape recently on stream, so that was fun. And moving next to our Essence of Finality, this has a Death Guard in it, so it has Death Grasp, which is fantastic for whenever I want that extra 30,000 damage. Up next is our Occultist Ring. I've been told to use Zorgoth's Ring, but I haven't done the time to actually go and do the rituals, so for now we're just going to be using Occultist Ring. And then for basically all these kills, I'm going to be using either Equilibrium Aura or Majorat Aura, just because it generally gives the best damage bonus. And now we'll move on to our Familiar. Oh wait, I just realized I don't even have a Familiar. And for our Familiar, we are using a Ripper Demon. The Ripper Demon passive just kind of gives us access to a little bit more damage. So this kind of entails my whole setup. Hopefully that gives you a better idea as to where we're kind of moving going forward. So now the next thing we need to do is probably look at PVME for some guides and tips, just because it's been a while since I've been to Glacor. As always, PVME is going to be the best thing to use whenever it comes to looking at any kind of content revolving around PVM in its entirety. There doesn't really seem to be too much information here that I don't already know, but I will say that if you are wanting to look at new information whenever it comes to Arch-Glacor, definitely follow along, because this information will probably help you in the long run. So I'd say let's just go ahead and hop right into doing some Arch-Glacor. First things first, obviously we need this, and we will go on and get some adrenaline. I've just now realized that my prayer is actually down, so I need to go back. Oops. All right, well that is fixed. So come to find out, I'm actually already in the middle of a streak right now. I had no idea. All right, loot has been acquired, so now we need to start our enrage. Our best enrage currently is at 261%, so we need to go to the highest enrage, and we'll go ahead and start. Throw down our minions, and we will start our prayers up. All right, already on minions. We love that. I will say it's been a while since I've actually done Glacor, and I keep accidentally hitting the wrong keybinds, which is hilarious. And I did not get off one skulls during that whole rotation, so that's kind of awkward. We will resummon our conjures because those are bad. Swap melee. All right, is this gonna be beam? What is it gonna be?
It's charging.
Anticipate.
So much energy.
Resonance. Reflect. Oh, I never even death marked this guy. All right, we have got ourselves our first Glacor kill in a while. I know that you can teleport, but I just totally forgot to. That's funny. We are now at 280 enrage. Now, I don't think I'm going to get to 1000% enrage in this video, just because I know it's going to be more difficult the more I do this, because I simply forget to even just prayer flick sometimes. Anticipate, resonance, reflect, get our conjures back out. Can I kill it right here? Yeah, I can. Very nice. All right, we will continue. We are now up to 290%. Honestly, pretty smooth so far. I'm actually a little surprised that we're getting off this easy, it seems. I don't know what I just did. Oh, I diverted by mistake. I guess let's go ahead and re-up our pots, and we will rejoin our instance. Summon our conjures, start our ghost off, start our skeleton off. Probably gonna get a beam here. Oh, pillar, okay. Ow! I feel like they last longer than I remember. And the pillars, that is. It could just also be me not remembering. It's been a very long time since I've done Glacor. All right, there we go. That was almost an absolute mess. Did I die, actually? I did. Okay, that's my bad. Yeah, that was a huge mistake on my part. Oh, well, we live and we learn, am I right? Get our last preset going. Go ahead and sip our potions because I probably will need them. We will rejoin our instance yet again. Dang it, I keep clicking the wrong thing. It's super unfortunate. There we go. All right, now we're at Glacites. Very nice. Okay, we keep getting a Glacite that spawns in the not same spot. Resummon our conjures. See, I keep thinking that I have plenty of time to hit my abilities, but apparently I don't. And that is making me blunder for sure. Got our stuff back. We'll make sure everything's good and we'll go back in. I've also just realized that I have not been life transferring, so we'll do that. Oh man, I've already missed my thing. I love it. Okay, I missed.
It uses energy from the glacites to shield itself.
Oh, I guess after a certain percent, it spawns 5. I haven't even realized that. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing again. I'm gonna get really punished if I don't fix that. Anticipate.
World Guardian.
Reflect. Nice, got it.
You're hurting it.
Yeah, I didn't want to deal with beam again. Or not beam, pillars again. All right, we are now up to 232%. 323% actually. I'm dyslexic apparently. Now, I've never really been anybody that has actually actively streaked Glacor, obviously, with still being at 323% rage. But I wonder how long it does take to get an actual drop. I've done 517 normal kills and 111 hard mode kills now at this point. So for me, having gotten a scripture, that's actually how I got my first one. I just kind of wonder what it'll take to actually get a core. Go ahead and re-hop it. Go ahead and summon our army, hit a darkness, life transfer. Dang it, I didn't really get too much off there.
Giant beam.
Anticipate, pray.
Can't dodge that.
Nice. Still on that. All right, that was a little bit more of an annoying kill. Not necessarily bad, just like double glacites is annoying. I also think I was doing some of that kill with no potions, so that's fun. We'll get our adren back. I guess we'll go ahead and redo our darkness as well. Beam incoming, or pillar incoming. I also have not been using my vuln bombs, as I've just realized. Very nice. Apparently I missed. Okay, bolstered glacite is what I saw. Dang it, that's unfortunate.
Nothing can withstand
Let's
that
just
amount
kill
of
this real
energy.
quick. We should have a pretty easy and quick kill. And goodbye. See, that's not too terrible. More water battle staffs, very unfortunate. All right, we're now up to basically 350%, which is pretty good, I'd say, considering we started at 260. One thing I'm noticing is I keep accidentally pressing buttons I don't mean to. I think that's just bad muscle memory. Okay, I just pressed the wrong button. That's not good. Not having that prayer up definitely hurt. We'll summon our conjures. Why am I not able to summon my conjures? Dang it, dang it, no, okay. That could have been really bad. Almost really flucked that up. And GG's, okay. That was a little too close for comfort. That is not what I wanted to do. I was like smashing my button to teleport and it was not doing anything. Did I get my Reaper done just now thinking about it? Don't ask. Let's see if I can get a Glacor Reaper because I need to anyway. KBD? Talos! Well, we're definitely not doing our task now. Do our life transfer. All right, there we go.
This might
I do
just
not like
work.
getting hit by that thing very quickly, but oh well.
It's changing its
And there we
attack pattern.
go. And this should kill it.
Yes.
Very
Yes,
nice.
you're hurting it.
All right, we will continue our challenge. All right, back to what I was doing. That was something. I don't know what that was. What? Why? What? Hello, game? Okay, that was already a waste. We love it. Come on. Okay. Very unfortunate. Okay, I accidentally hit
Its
melee.
attack pattern. Powerful.
There we go. Very nice. All right, continue our challenge. We're now at 405%. We are actually getting somewhere, guys. I'm really, really excited. Already coming up on 500%.
Good strike.
Huge. Call it good there. Yeah, we'll continue our streak up to 416. Can't believe we're already up to 416%. Like, this is actually kind of insane. Yes, yes, very good. Oh wait, I accidentally clicked the wrong thing.
Different attack style.
Love that. Ow. Ow. Hello? I'm like clicking so many times. I'm like spam clicking. What do you mean? Apparently spam clicking just is not viable anymore. We love it. That's our first death. Dang it. Still a decent amount of loot. All things being said. One thing I do want to do, just because it annoys me, I want to actually fix our adren flasks. I guess we live and we learn anyway, so that's kind of unfortunate. Maybe that's just an issue of skill. I'm not 100% sure. Or maybe I just can't click there. I'm not 100% on that either. Either way, now up to 405% in raid. We'll definitely be going for 500% in rage for sure. Definitely watch out for these beams this time, because do not want to fuck around and find out. Hopefully, going forward with Glacor, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a lot more times where I'm like getting punished for doing stupid stuff, and like that's kind of what I want. I want to be like heavily punished for when I do stupid things, because when I get punished, I know that I'm gonna learn a lot better. That sounds really bad just now thinking about it. But like I legitimately just want to have a reason to get better. And I keep forgetting to throw my vulns here. There we go. Nice. First kill after dying. We're now up to 419%. I'd say that's not too bad, and I feel like my kills aren't like necessarily slow. Obviously, I'd like them to be faster, but I don't think that's really reasonable for someone like myself. Game? I'm clicking! What are you doing? I'm clicking! I'm literally spam clicking over there. What do you mean? That's the second time I've been stuck spam clicking. What is happening? I also realized just now that I don't have a aura on, so maybe I should throw on equilibrium. Yeah, definitely gonna throw on equilibrium, because yeah, that was a mistake. Let's see. This might go a little bit better. I don't know why. Dang, dude, I'm like getting hit like crazy right there. Try to get off 3 of these.
It didn't like that.
Are you kidding me?
No point attacking until you kill the.
Very good.
That must have
Very nice. Still not using my Vuln bombs. Very, very fun. Ooh, crystal keys. Very awesome. Man, I just keep doing some really dumb things, and I don't know why. Huge, huge, and huge.
Good strike.
Very good. Very, very, very good. We are getting there, guys. We are like actually kind of getting there. 495. Summoner conjures, life transfer. Enter our instance. Very good. Oh my.
It's summoning reinforcements. Kill the minions first.
Instant minion, we love that.
It's charging. So much energy.
Very cool.
Good strike.
Nice. Good hits, good hits.
The exposed cord is certain death. I suggest it.
Let me hit this. Very good. Easy.
The best approach is often the simplest.
All right.
It's changing its attack pattern.
Okay, got hit for that. Oh, what? Hit that off. Very good.
Not bad.
Yes, yes, you're hurting it. That's certainly.
Nice. Good hits. Pretty insane ones, actually. And that should just kill it. I shouldn't have to worry about anything else. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. We are definitely getting up there. We are now crossing the 500 threshold. I'm super excited because this means that I've finally gotten there. 3, 2, 1.
Like that.
Very nice. I have now gotten that done. Very easy. Definitely very, very, very easy. We have actually gotten the Iceborne, meaning that I no longer have to do that anymore, but it means that our road to 1000% enrage is still ongoing. In the next video, more than likely, we're going to be running towards 1000%. I do know that I have another few things that I need to do, but I mean, pretty much it's set in stone. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. That was pretty interesting to see. I didn't have too many issues, so that was a pretty successful run. If you guys see anything that I could be doing better, obviously, than other than the rotation, please let me know in the comments below. Other than that, have a fantastic day, and I will see you later. Have a good one.